Hello. We are at Sherwood for week 3. I don't know if we're gonna do this every week because it's exhausting. We're going to have our plague doctor mask on. Not sure how long she'll have hers on because it fogs up a lot. Mine doesn't. But we'll see. So let's mask up and go inside. So that was a journey, getting ready. But we are, if you could even hear me with this mask on, I don't know. It's a little harder to talk. But we are walking to the gate now, and this is our look. There was complications because her eyes kept fogging up, so I had to take the whole glass out. I don't even know if you can hear me because I can't even hear me. Okay, bye. Okay, so we did make one purchase today so far. We stopped by that one, her name is Mega Mouse Arts booth that we did last week. We actually bought some stuff, so here is the first one. So cute. These are all original characters that she came up with herself, which is pretty amazing. There's this one.
Not me.
What? No, I know, I said Mega Mouse, is her name is. And this is the other one. I guess these two are brother and sister. He could change into human, she said, but he doesn't like to, which is really cool. I think that she should actually make a story about this. I gave her my books, so I want her to actually, we're going to collaborate this summer and make her own character, well, have her draw my characters from my book and kind of make a another like a drawing book type thing that you guys can purchase yourself. And so we're going to collaborate that this summer. So it's going to be very exciting. We're just taking a little mask break, and we just had some cookies. Delicious. She's taking a mask break too. But we're going to head out in a little bit and maybe go to Allie's. I saw some really cool stuff last time that I might want to get. And, well, with this makeup, it doesn't matter if it's smeared, because that's the whole point. So, all right, just checking in. Okay, so she's getting henna done. I just got mine done. But you have to wait for like 30 minutes or so for it to dry. She is over here getting her hand done. So this is like halfway up the hill, kind of in the middle section here, where you would get your henna done or face painting and all that. Okay, here's her final. It's drying right now, but it's so pretty. All the feathers on her finger. We have to wait for it to dry before we can move on, otherwise we'll smear it because we're clumsy. So this is what we're waiting for now. All right. There's a carriage. Someone must be getting married today. Fun fact, we've been saving worms all day. They keep getting in people's clothes and we put them on trees.
You can, yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. You good?
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, darling. Missed it, but they just got married, so here they are. Going away. See if we can zoom in. There we go. They're so happy. Here they are again. So happy. People walking by.
It's wonderful artwork. And also, we have a little magical coupon that will change into a shirt of your choice.
Yeah.
You can win, you just can't win.
Really? I'm a little slow myself. Come to think of it, I think I might have a little slow. There you are. And we have an honorable mention! Before we get to number 1, drum roll! A stormtrooper!
control our
And now,
skills.
10, first, hurry, drum roll! It is Karen and Bruno! You will receive this coupon that will change into a magical mug of your choice. And also a wooden mug. Sweaty around here, so we got you some soap.
Latrina. Well, welcome everyone. So, how many of you are excited to be back in the forest again? Excellent. It is a great feeling to be back out doing what we love. And I do want to let you know that the producers of this fair went to great extents to be able to open for us this season with constant contact with the state and a plan with the county and approval from the judge to be able to do this. So we appreciate your help in making sure that we stick to our plans. If you get a chance, fill out your survey. Let them know you appreciate the extent that they went to so we could be here. And once again, I am Sir Robert Chesman. I am His Majesty's Royal Falconer. I will be your host for this presentation. I am here representing an organization we call Wildlife Revealed. We are a non-profit organization that travels throughout the land with all of our different birds. We present them not only for your entertainment, but most importantly, for your education. So I hope everyone has a chance to learn something here today. Before we get started, however, there are a few things I must ask of everyone. Now, first of all, with the exception of the bird I'm holding here, the rest of our birds will be in free flight, meaning no strings attached. So occasionally, they may take low flights over the audience and amongst us all. So we simply ask, at no time should you reach up to pet the pretty birdies. They are indeed meat eaters. These are finger foods. The second item, I always like to point out that we have several perches around the back of the audience at the end of the aisle, in addition to one on our stage. Please be advised that our birds will frequent these locations. They are fully flighted and do not always take the most direct path. So therefore, we suggest that you keep your eye on the birdie. That way we will all know the appropriate moments to duck. The last and most important request is if we have food items, most specifically, turkey legs. I would ask that you please place those turkey legs out of sight during the presentation, for we have one bird in particular that has learned to identify the wrappers that turkey legs come served in. So I would hate to see you pay for such an item to have it taken by a bird. And also, that very same bird last year had taken an entire bag of kettle corn from a little girl in the front row. So we thought we might let you know that kettle corn is might be in danger as well. I will give everyone fair warning when that bird is going to join us. But now that I have said all this, are you ready to meet the birds? Excellent. I do have several birds for you. The first sits right here upon my hand, and I always like to ask, do any of you know what this bird might be? A kookaburra, that is correct. It is known as an Australian laughing kookaburra, and her name is Sheila. That's funny, you kids have no idea why. Now, as a kookaburra, this is the largest of the kingfishers, yet they're very different from a typical kingfisher. For example, a belted kingfisher that lives here in Texas eats exclusively aquatic animals like fish, diving straight down in the water like a torpedo and grabbing them underwater. Now, kookaburras, though, they are from Australia, and most of Australia is desert. And so they have learned to adapt to many different habitats. And by doing so, they've had to learn to eat different foods. Things like mice, snakes, lizards, large insects, anything at all they can grab with their beak and swallow down whole. Yet, it is not their eating habits that make them famous. It is their silly laughing call. So my idea is to see if we can get her to laugh and gain the attention of anyone in the area. Maybe they'll join us for the program. And kookaburras love noise, excitement, and energy. So if I can get her to laugh, you can help encourage her through laughter, cheers, applause, or doing your own kookaburra impression. So should we give this a try? Yeah! All right, here we go. You ready, girl? There we are. hard to make the laughing sound when you start laughing yourself. And what's so very interesting is that sound has been recorded for years. Ever since the sound has started in television, movies, or even on the radio, people have recorded the sounds of kookaburras to reproduce jungle noises, even though kookaburras are found nowhere near the jungle. So, and by the way, kids, that sound is great to practice on the car ride home. But you know, I believe we can make this more exciting. What do you say? Should we fly some birds? Yeah! I believe so. Tell you what, I'll step right over here, and would one of you boys, there you are, Tristan, if you'll hop her back inside for me, and we're going to use Buzz first. Now, I do have several birds to fly, and the first hails from the southwestern deserts of the New World. It is known as a Harris hawk. Harris hawks are very unique among raptors for an important reason. They are social in the wild. They actually live in family groups called castes, and they hunt as a team, several of them getting on the ground to flush prey in the open, while others might wait high above to ambush that prey. It's an intelligent adaptation for the desert where food might be scarce. I do have a Harris hawk for you, and this is this Harris hawk's first time presenting on this stage in front of an audience. So let me step right over here. If you'll hold that up for me. Here, Gareth, I would like a little higher. You know, hold the box up high. There we go. And aim it this way. I would like everyone to meet Buzz. Come on out here, Buzz. You can welcome Buzz. Give him a hand for me. He needs some encouragement. Now, that is indeed Buzz. Buzz Lightyear or Aldrin, depending on your generation. But oh, by the way, for those of you underneath the tree, you might not want to look up. So Buzz, right here. Now you see, Buzz, being a hawk, is a typical raptor. And what that means is that he has physical features that make him very different from other predatory birds. You see, something else, like the kookaburra, for example, that type of bird uses his beak to catch its prey. Raptors, however, you can fly to that perch for me. Raptors will use their feet. On the end of his toes are claws called talons. Those are his weapons. He will use his feet to grab on and hold on to exceptionally large animals. And even though this bird only weighs about 1.5 pounds, he is quite capable of catching something as large as an 8 or 9 pound jackrabbit for dinner. Hup, back down here, Buzz. Now that's impressive considering his size. Yet if he caught something that large, hup, right down here, Buzz. It would be far too... Buzz, right here, buddy. Free freedom. This is not William Wallace. This is Buzz. Right down here, Buzz. Found a perfect spot. You're not higher. Down here, buddy. Now you can actually see the stage. Scoot over a little bit for me, Tristan. There we are. Ta-da! Now, again, though, if he caught something as large as a jackrabbit, it would be far too heavy to fly away with, and certainly too big to swallow whole. So they have to be able to rip their food into bite-sized pieces. So take a look at his beak, sort of hooked and curved downwards. You want to fly to the back for me? Look, out to Lady Latrina. Up, to the back. To the back, Buzz. Highly trained bird right here. Look, Buzz. Up, to the back. All right, try it. There we go. Now, what's interesting, we have rehearsed him here on this stage several times, but never with an audience. So this is the last step in their training. See if you'll fly to your glove, Tristan. Now, again, apparently not. If he were to capture something that large, he has to be able to rip it up. So his beak is hooked and curved downwards and allows him to eat very quickly and eat mass amounts of food before other animals steal it from him. And his most impressive trait, curious if this worked, they usually don't like to jump straight down, but hup, Buzz, right here, hup, but right here, look. Give it a hand, that was kind of cool. Rather interesting perspective from my view. I now know what the last thing a mouse sees before it dies looks like. See if he'll fly to you, Lady Latrina. There we are. Now, his most impressive trait is probably his eyesight. This bird can see at least 4 to 8 times better than you and I can. That means that he could spot his prey from about a mile away. He gave you the bird again, son. A bird like this can see movement from about a mile away. And he could even tell what color it was, for raptors do see in color. As a matter of fact, we believe they see in a wider range of color than you and I see in, including infrared. Hope everyone enjoyed the Harris Hawk. Tell you what, Tristan, we'll call him here to the perch. Now, they can see the movement of an animal from rather far away. They can even tell what color it was, because... Make up your mind, Buzz. You see, raptors do see in color. We believe a wider range in color than you and I see in, including infrared and ultraviolet light as well. All these traits allow them to do one thing amazingly well, that is hunt. And in the wild, they may hunt for prey as large as jackrabbits to animals as small as mice and lizards. But they are found in the desert, and it is not uncommon for them to catch things such as rattlesnakes. So, let me ask you though, what do you say for Buzz? Has he done well so far? There you go. Come welcome Romeo. Give him a hand, would you? Now, Romeo here, being an owl, he has traits that make him very different from the day-active predators. And these are... Just a thought, as the owl flies overhead, you might not want to make squeaky mouth sounds. But we're going to send him out to Lady Latrina. Now, owls, though, do have traits like their gigantic eyes. His eyes are about the same size as yours and mine, yet he can dilate them much more than we can dilate ours, and we believe they can see as much as 100 times better than we can see at night. We've seen owls such as this, hunting for prey as small as a mouse, from a football field away, using only starlight to see by. Romeo, back down here, buddy. Whee! Right, we're behind you. All right, Romeo, there we go. Now, if an owl can, right here, you gonna fly to stage? Whee! Boy, I'm on the roll with the birds. Hey, Romeo, look, whee! Right here for you. There we are. Now, if an owl cannot see his prey, though, he can still find it with almost 100% accuracy. That's with their incredible hearing. You may notice a dark outline around his face, located on this end of the bird. There you are. You see the dark outline is the edge of what is known as a facial disc. It is made of sound-sensitive feathers that help to funnel sound into huge ear openings on the side of his head. And his hearing is so powerful, he can find that same mouse under 2 feet of grass or snow. They routinely hunt for their prey without even seeing it. They have another trait, though, the ability to sneak up on their prey. So listen as he flaps his wings. Go ahead, out to Lady Latrina. I should have warned you guys, if you duck, he'll only fly lower. But as he flaps his wings, what do you hear? Nothing, that's right. Owls are capable of almost perfectly silent flight. It's because the edge of their feathers are very soft. So when they flap their wings, Romeo, when you flap your wings, whee! Hey, Romeo, look. Romeo, right here, your treats. You gonna fly over here for the treats? Look, Romeo. Whee! Extras. It sounded like you said nah to anyone else. When the owl flaps his wings, it's a 30-minute demonstration, bird. Get a move on. Let's go. You've been talking to the hawk, haven't you? Oh, right over here. Whee! Right here, Romeo. I get the impression, all of a sudden, he doesn't give a hoot. Boy, they're not a fan of the dad joke book, are they? Might as well laugh at the jokes. They don't get any better. All right. Whee! There we are. Now, a few other things to notice. For example, his coloration. Do you see how you're standing on your tree? There you go. Now, under your toe. Right. He'll find it in a second. You have to stretch up. Watch, he'll stretch up on his tippy toes to see it. You gonna look for it? Romeo. All right. There we go. Now, owls are farsighted, by the way. He can't focus very well on his own toes. Now, the camouflage is important for an eagle owl because they are what we call crepuscular. That's a fancy way of saying that they do not only come out at night, but they come out during the day as well. Crepuscular animals are mostly active at dawn and dusk, and so the camouflage will allow them to hide from their potential prey, also to hide from potential competing predators. All right, Romeo, right down here, buddy. Whee! Oh, now what are we staring at? Right here, look. Whee! Up. Russian squirrel, that's right. So let me ask, what do you think of Romeo? Isn't he impressive? You can welcome Ziggy. Vultures need love as well. Ziggy here is a black vulture. You'll notice the black body, the bald black head, and she has sort of white fingertips on. Just look alive, sir. Look alive. You'll be fine, I promise. Now, I don't even know what that means. It sounded appropriate. But again, she is a black vulture, and vultures have certain traits that allow them to stay clean and healthy, because we all know it's their job to find dead animals and to eat them. And I realize that doesn't sound pleasant, but they have features that let them stay clean, like the bald head. The bald head serves an important purpose because vultures may stick their entire head and neck inside a dead animal to get to the best pieces of meat. Everyone's had lunch, right? Okay. So, you all right there, son? Now, why don't you fly to the back? Yeah. How do vulture wings taste? Now you see, the bald head, if they were to eat dead animals, feathers will hold in bacteria and leftover food. The bald head, however, and you're flying the birds over the audience on purpose, aren't you? Now, the bald head, though, lets the leftovers dry up and flake off, and the sun can help kill bacteria growing there. Also, vultures have an amazing immune system. They're able to ingest as much as 100 times the salmonella and botulism, or food poisoning that is, that could potentially kill the average adult human. And their droppings have very little disease in them. As a matter of fact, their stomach acid is so powerful, it can actually help break down the cell. Really? Get up here. You're cleaning up the, okay. Clean up the stage, you're doing your job. Hey, where are you going? Now, back over here, we're going to fly to the back. Send him to the back, there we go. And their stomach acid, again, breaks down the cell wall of many different viruses and bacteria. So this way, all that disease that goes in one end doesn't always come out the other. You understand how they stop the spread of disease. But also, vultures, hawks, and owls, they're immune to most of the diseases that mammals might carry. I'm talking about diseases as dangerous as the hantavirus, hog cholera, even rabies. All those dangerous for mammals like humans to come in contact with. And Ziggy, leave him alone. She's watching his pouch, you see. And sometimes he holds her too close and she helps herself to the treats. That's why she keeps going over to him. Right up here, very smart bird. Ziggy, up here. All right, now fly up to Lady Latrina. He says it's more effort to fly to the back than... Ziggy, Ziggy, Tristan's not dead. He just smells that way. Just wait till he takes those boots off. You'll understand. Right here. All right, let's try to fly to the back. Again, birds are immune to most of those diseases. Now, also, you listen as Ziggy here flaps her wings. Very stiff feathers and broad wings built for soaring. She makes quite a bit of noise when she flaps. You see, those wings are great for soaring on warm air thermals. And I'm sure many of you have seen them soaring. It's actually a myth, though, that they circle prey when they find a dead animal. If they spot something they can eat, they usually land. In fact, vultures routinely watch for other vultures that may have found something to eat. And so if you've ever seen one or two vultures land somewhere, but then very soon many more show up, it's because they're watching to see. They don't want to miss out. Also, you see, her beak is different. Fly out to Latrina again. You see, her beak is long and skinny. Oh, she gave you the bird. Jump down. There we are. You see, the beak they use to reach inside that dead animal. Honestly, it's not very sharp or strong, and it's better for reaching inside the dead animal. And it allows them to eat the internal organs without getting as messy. But also, her feet are different. And, hey, where are you going? Leave Tristan. Send her to Star in the back. Now, you see, the feet are, well, made for walking, as she shows. What she's doing now is actually jumping on the ground to the back. Hey, so, Ziggy, hey, Ziggy, we're right here. Look, to the back. Go to Star. Oh, the leftover turkey pieces. Look, to the back.
If Chico was a bird.
Let's try.
Yeah.
Oh, she does. That's her favorite person on the planet. All right, why don't you go to Lady Latrina? Whatever, walk, run. Whose side are you on? Ziggy, back up here. There. Now, you have wings for a reason, bird. Now, let's try this again. You ready, ladies? All right. Ziggy, this is not meant to be comedy routine, all right? Now, but her feet are made for walking, and she keeps jumping to the ground because she can see underneath the benches. And at a certain point in the program, she gets more desperate for the free or the easy food. That's why she keeps going to Tristan, trying to get to his pouch, but also she gets on the ground to run. And all the... hey, get out there. Ziggy, get up here. Now, people look at a vulture. They think with the walking feet and the weak beak that they can't really defend themselves. That's not entirely true. You see, if you corner a vulture and it can't run away or fly away, it won't attack you. Probably will not try to even bite you. Does anyone know what a vulture does to defend itself? They vomit on you, that's correct. Kind of disturbed so many people knew that answer. Vultures are actually famous for eating so much at one time they have a hard time flying. And if you've ever seen vultures standing around maybe roadkill and not actually eating, it's because they have probably eaten their fill and they're trying to digest and process some of that. And we believe, go get your bird, Tristan. We believe that the vomiting is a stress response. And if they're threatened, they have that stress response, they vomit, distract the predator, they actually lighten the load, make their escape. And I have no idea what you're going to do with that information. Maybe one day you'll be a hit at the party. But let me ask you, what do you say for Ziggy? Isn't she great? Now, do not be fooled by her size. This is an impressive little bird, and I hope to demonstrate that here in just a moment. The way I intend to do this is by what we call lure flying. Lure flying is basically a game of keep away that the falcon always eventually wins. I have here in my hand what we call a lure. It's a fake leather bird. It has a food reward attached to it. Vegas has been trained to attack this just like she would attack prey. Now, historically speaking, this is how a falconer would exercise his bird, keep it healthy and ready for the hunt. In our case, though, it allows me to show off some of her speed, agility, and skill. However, flying a falcon on this stage has proven tricky for a few reasons. Now, first of all, the building is rather close, and there are numerous objects in her way, meaning the trees, that she has to maneuver around at very high rates of speed. Also, today it's been breezy off and on, and so when the wind picks up, little birds like this have to work rather hard to fly in the wind. However, she's learned to use the wind to her advantage. You might see she'll turn abruptly in the wind to climb rather quickly and use that extra height to gain more momentum and speed. But also recently there have been numerous distractions. Last weekend, at one point, she took off chasing a pair of doves all the way up to the castle. So this show might get exciting real quick. She did not, fortunately, and actually she managed to work her way through the trees all the way back up to stage during the show, so that was fortunate. But I hope to avoid that type of excitement this program. But nonetheless, I'm willing to give her a shot. So shall we let her fly? It's always easy for the audience to say yes. If she takes off chasing doves, you're not the ones that have to play hide and go falcon. My least favorite game. Now, the fact she just shook out her feathers, that's a good sign. That's sort of like us stretching and getting ready to go. It's called a rouse. And I've also learned that if I put her on this perch and I fly her out this direction, we have more open air so she can climb and gain more speed and hopefully really show off. So let's see if this works. All right, she's ready. Ready, girl? Hup! All right, now, for starters, I want you to notice that her wings are different from the other birds. Hup! And they're long, narrow pointed, and sort of swept back. Here we go. The swept back pointed wings have less drag or less air friction. And so that way they do not slow down nearly as much when they dive. And actually, she's moving much quicker this show. So, hup! Now the faster she flies, the quicker I have to... Wow, that's like 3D or something! The quicker she flies, the faster I have to spin with the lure, and I just realized I'm wearing a kilt. But the long tail is important as well, because it has more surface area. So the greater surface area means that they have ability to make precise turns at very high rates of speed. And if you've ever wondered why a falcon has to be fast, it's because they catch and eat other birds. And it's their hunting style to get maybe 1,000 feet in the air, fly in large circles, and wait for the prey to fly underneath. When they spot it, they tuck their wings and dive bomb and impact the prey in midair. And Vegas, we have to do this until everyone applauds. There you go. One more pass, girl. Ha! Everyone, Vegas, give her a bigger hand than that. Very well done. Good job, girl. Very well done. Now, at the moment, she is down on the lure. In her mind, that's the same thing as catching prey. And some of you may be able to see how she has her wings spread and her tail fan. It's actually called mantling. She's trying to hide her prey from all the rest of you. I do need to retrieve the lure. If we were hunting, I would want to retrieve the prey for myself. However, if I just reached down there and take it from her, she would see me as a thief. I'd lose the trust relationship that's important to have with all of our birds. So instead, I want to you have to let go. There we go. I trade her a cut up piece of food. So one more time, let's hear it for Vegas.
Okay, hold on. Hold, please. Okay, mask face again. Sorry about that. So we went to the Greek booth, and I got my gyro, and she got a giant corn dog. Delicious. That's what it looks like inside. It's about 10 bucks. Which is a lot, but you get a lot of food with it, like I said. So it's really worth it, and I'm very excited to eat it. So just checking in after the bird show. That was our one of our favorite shows. I don't know what we're showing me.
I zoomed out. I don't know.
Okay, anyway, and then she's probably gonna play with some of her little friends. Yay for me. But yeah, that's our leftover, what it looks like after everything on her henna. Well, it's bright. Here's mine. You can kind of see it. It's still coming off a little bit slowly, but then they said they last about 3 weeks, which is fun. Okay, well, I'm going to enjoy my food, so check in later. home. We are exhausted. It's dark now.
Mom became a raccoon.
Yeah, this is... My eyes water so bad when I'm there, so I had to keep reapplying this on top of it, so it's just like, meh. So now I have to spend... Yeah, she has hiccups now, randomly. Always comes at the perfect time. Anyway, we didn't do a whole lot to... Well, we did a lot, but we didn't do a lot. You know what I don't know, I'm tired. So, anyway, we did get henna. Let's show you the result of it now. Yeah, there's her hand, and then you're covering my arm, so it's under there somewhere. Yeah. So, that's supposed to last like 3 weeks or so. She got it on her hand. So, fun. And also she drew in her hand, apparently.
Oh, no, that was Sophia.
Yeah, during the fire show, I was looking over from the other side. You probably saw, panned out a little bit. Drawing with my makeup. Shame. Shame.
Shame on
One day you will respect makeup. Anyway.
Oh, look at this what I made.
She decorated her phone case. Nothing to do with our video, but...
You know, I feel like beautiful.
Okay, anyway. I will see you guys next week, hopefully. I don't know. I might not go, because it's just going to be me, and it's boring walking around by myself. So we'll see. I might go there for like an hour and leave. We'll see. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.